All right, ladies and gentlemen, this beautiful bean footage starts in Johnson City, Tennessee at the Dunkin' Donuts and going towards Avery County, North Carolina. All right, so when I was at Dunkin', I even got out of my car and took some pictures because I saw this humongous shelf cloud. Um, the lighter side of everything was towards Elizabeth, and then everything dark was towards Johnson City, so I figured that on my way home, everything was going to get better. So I'm sitting here at this stop sign like, man, that's amazing to look at, really. But anyway. So me being the meteorologist that I am, I'm like, okay, I'm going to take this right, go towards Elizabeth and towards the house. And if you look, well, if I go straight and towards everything clear, everything will be fine. Well, obviously it's not going to be fine, or I would have never made this video, so it gets a little crazy. Okay, right here I'm taking the right towards Gap Creek, and you know that shelf cloud kind of turned right there, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think this thing is going to be a part of my life whether I like it or not. So I'm like staring at it like, man. And so this is a little farther down Gap Creek, and it was clearing up a little bit, but I knew that something was going to go down. All right. So this is the part where it starts raining a little bit. Not too much, but you know that more's coming. In the video, anybody that drives knows this video is not going to do it all the justice when you're driving in it. You can't see anything, and you're worried about cows and trees and everything flying through the air and smashing your car. You know, there's a little more stress. So this video doesn't look too bad right now, but trust me, when you're driving in it, it's a lot worse. So as you can see, the rain's getting more heavy, and it's kind of that driving where you're not worried about the speed limit. You're just going as fast as it is to stay safe. And now everything's getting a little bit darker. And the windshield wipers really aren't keeping up. Oh, and there we go. Now we're in the storm. I think the video makes it look like I'm going like 65, but really I'm probably going 27. And anytime a car comes by, you think they're going to start fishtailing and then head-on collision with you and stuff like that. So it's pretty stressful. And now this is towards the end of Gap Creek, and I think this is the car coming up that starts flashing their lights at me. I think it's this car. So they were super flashing them. I mean, they were doing like 16 flashes in a row, so you knew that something was going on. So I start slowing down and trying to pay attention to what's going on around me and pay attention to what the other cars are doing. And there's the church on Gap Creek. And I think right here is when I see this car's got their brakes on. And there, if you can see it, there's a tree completely across the road. And that car went right around it. Drove on the side, something, and there's another one. Ladies and gentlemen, I definitely don't advise that. There could be power lines and other hazardous things in the tree or around the tree. So the tree was taken care of. I got to get around it, and that's cool. And I'm at the end of Gap Creek here, and I'm taking a right, and I'm going to hit this gas station up on the right up here because, long story, I was one place, my wife was another in Johnson City, so we had both of our cars, and she wanted Starbucks, and I wanted Dunkin' Donuts, so we ended up splitting up. And so I think she caught the very beginning of this because she was ahead of me. So she stopped at this gas station up here. And we were talking on the phone, and I was telling her about the tree and everything crazy that was going on. And I said, hold on, I'll be there in a second. I'll meet up with you, and then you can just follow me, and I'll keep you safe, kind of thing. Masculine husband thing. Drive behind me, and I'll make sure nothing happens to you. Yeah, that's me. All right. So anyway, I'm pulling in this gas station. There's that. Oh, look at that gray Jeep Grand Cherokee. Oh, my gosh. That's my wife's car, and I'm just going to pull around. She can follow me. Thanks for watching, guys.